Hey everybody, it's Rob here. Our favorite dancing vendor of cheats on the PTR is online. He is selling mythic uniques, he's selling boosts, he's selling the crafting mods and everything you need to test stuff. So you can just check here in the middle of Key Overshot. He's right here next to the stash here. You can't miss him. He's with the moves. And if you ever wanted to see what it feels like to loot like a 4GA or 3GA mythic unique here, you can just try here. So you basically can click him, you can apply all boosts, or you can get all sorts of materials here, for example crafting mods. We're about to open some Uri uniques here, and I'll show you the rune words as well. They're also live. We have all the runes and we have tested a little bit already, and there is a lot to cook on all these. And this is how the runes look. They stack and they're on inventory. You combine them in your weapon. So basically I'm on a level 1 character. You click this vendor and you can just say that you want apply all boosts. Warning, the following option will override your character. Click to continue. Yes. Full character boost. Boom. So now I just get everything. And also all my mythic chests are gone. But yeah, you basically get a bunch of chests here and you get a bunch of items. You also get runes here in the inventory. Generic chest, PTR chest, mythic chest. So all that stuff. And you can open this if you want. You see me here. Like this just gives you legendaries. And the next ones here give you all the uniques. Unfortunately, they don't have greater affixes, but here you can just look here. For example, I need like a Lockrun's amulet for my barb, for example. So I'm just looking here and aiming towards the amulets. There's the last one. Oh, there's one more. And they're gonna be hidden in this big pile of loot. And you can basically look for the items that you want. But yeah, you also get these PTR caches here, where you can basically just open them. This is how they look, and then you like just see what the Uber uniques are here on the ground. So you see here we got a 3GA Doombringer, and you can just quickly farm these until you get a 4GA here. 200 swords. This is a 2GA Grandfather. So these ones I'm gonna be keeping. Just make sure like when you click this that it's gonna override your current progression. So that is freaking amazing. And you also get like the normal stuff here, like caches, and you also get all these runes here. Look, this is how the runes look. When you drop on the ground, they have a different color. So that one is pretty cool. And you can just pick them up, they stack in your inventory. Then you can socket them in. So basically what you do is, let's take, now this is like the Warcry, the Om rune. You put like always a condition and then effect rune. Probably need to pick like a few more here. These are the condition runes. So now we just need to basically like cast a skill with a cooldown, and we do this a couple times, and then it's gonna proc or Warcry. This is a very powerful combination. I'm gonna go on my barb here in just a second and show you how crazy some of these rune words can get. And the cool thing is if you open your Paragon, you also get a full boost with all the glyphs here. And I'll just show you here real quick. Once I apply this Challenger glyph, how crazy it gets. When you stock it, it gives you a 600% bonus to all the nodes. So I'm just like populating this here real quick and watch this craziness here unfold. So boom. This glyph alone gives you like 500 main stat. It gives you like, look, all these nodes here basically just give you 36 all stats. And it's giving you like a tremendous boost. The same is here for, let's say we want the ambidextrous glyph or something. It's multiplying these nodes here to give you like 50% elite damage and stuff, 50% physical damage. And yeah, 500% to all nodes. But I think the Challenger glyph is actually the craziest. Some big multiplier here. And what you can also do is you can keep reapplying this boost. So if I just say I want, many people asked me on stream like how do I get obols? You just click the crafting mods. You see here Optoxide. So you can just repeat this, right? So you say crafting mods, then you just say all grant all materials, or unlock masterworking or gold. You get 99 billion gold, but you just say all mods, and you can just keep doing this. And you see here, you just can do this like as fast as you can, basically just left click. And every time we do this, it basically gives us, you see here, people are being boosted. It basically gives you spark, so we already have 200. It gives you all the materials. It also gives you the Optoxide. So this is like a big W for the entire game. I'm gonna show you here now doing lots of Uber unique opening. So that's what's next. Okay, my friends, dancing vendor, speedrun, Uber uniques, 4GA any percent. We go like this, then we open. No GA. This is perfect. No GA. We pick 3GA plus. Who's picky? Maybe we can open like 2 of them at the same time. 2 GA. Key overshot is gonna be my dumpster, guys. 2 GA. Okay, so you see 2 GA is actually pretty comfortable to get. Oh, I can't see them all. Okay, 3 is a bit too much. You think we can just open all these? 2 GA. 2 GA. We got a 3 GA earlier. You can see how hard it is. Like, it should be about 10% to get a double GA. 2 GA. I hope key overshot is big enough for this. 2 GA. You see, man, getting a 4 GA Uber is insane. Like, this is more Ubers than I definitely looted in my lifetime. Oh, there's a 3 GA here. Chest armor. Spotted. That's 1. Shroud of the False Death. 3 GA. Boom, boom. Nah, this is just grand. I mean, we can take a good grandfather with 2 GAs. We'll see. But yeah, look, they also have a new icon on the map, my friends. This looks amazing, man. This is how key overshot should look. And yeah, there's a few more here. We'll complete the circle. And then we show you the runes. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Not yet, man. Yeah. That's a true circle. But yeah, that's how you can farm 3 GA Ubers. But you see how hard it is to get them. Like opening all these, not getting... I got 1 3 GA, not a single 4 GA. At least that's how it looks like. Okay, now to the runes. So I'm just gonna log in on my main barb. We don't have all the stuff leveled there, but it is pretty strong. And we'll be farming 4 GA items here for sure. But again, getting the 4 GA Shaco and other things is gonna be completely unreasonable, I guess, for most players. It's very rare. But it's more common now, since you always have 1 GA guaranteed. Okay, so I'm on my barb here. Oh, that's the wrong one. We're gonna log onto the Earthquake barb that we played. This one. They all have the same haircut. Barbarian got some amazing new haircuts, by the way. You can also see them in the loading screen. So we are playing the Earthquake barb, and there is a rune that actually spawns earthquakes that I'm using right here. And this one basically just creates earthquakes whenever we just cast a skill with a cooldown. And it seems like the earthquake damage is actually pretty decent. We're going to be doing a lot of testing, like how exactly it scales damage. And we also get Petrify. So I'll show you here. I'm just going to go on the target dummy. And all we have to do... Look, I'm already spawning earthquakes. Like, I'm just walking, basically. We go multiple target dummies. This is what you can do. You can just, like, walk around, cast 2 skills with a cooldown, and it's gonna already create, basically, infinite earthquakes, if you like. Right now, I don't have my Warcry, like, fully maxed. But you see the idea here. Like, we only do shouts, and it also counts as Petrify, so you can just move around. You see here, this is the earthquakes that are getting full, so it's just... It requires 50, and we get an earthquake for free. And then we also run this one here, where we just have to travel. And you see here, this is the Petrify from the Druid. And boom, it petrifies them. And this gives you a 1.5x multiplier against bosses. And I can show this to you here in action. Like, we're just gonna go... Helltide is a bit laggy, so we're just gonna go to a random location. I'll also show you some runs in a bit with this, because that barb is gonna get pretty strong, I think. And this is basically the infinite natural disaster barbarian. We can also add sorcerer meteors, meteorites. I can show you that too. We have the rune right here, so you can like get sorcerer meteorites. But yeah, we can basically just surround and leap. And leap creates like 2 earthquakes in this scenario, and also petrifies everything. Hey, thank you so much, David. So look at this, like we basically just run around, leap, and we melt stuff. Oh, I don't even have my right amulet right now. But it matters not. So we could switch it. Legacy lock crumbs. Still have a bit of legacy gear. So now is my real setup. Yeah, you can just play like this, infinite cooldown, it triggers petrifies all the time, it triggers earthquakes like all the time, even if I wouldn't leap. And just blast the game like this. This is gonna be insane for like any speed farming. It's insane for Helltides. Just Helltides is just very laggy on the PTR, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And the Petrify is particularly good against elites. Like it stuns everything. Let me see when it procs. So you can time it a bit. I mean, in like pits when you approach an elite and boom. Like see, it stuns them and it also gives me a 50x, I think, multiplier against bosses for crit. And it also gives you a cool multiplier. That was a big jump. Against normal enemies. And I'll show you some other runes. We can try the Jar rune, where we can be a teleportation barbarian, if we like. So we can try Jar rune, and I can show you the meteorites from the Sorg. Meteorites from the Sorg are actually crazy. Okay, so to unsocket the runes, you go to the vendor, you click unsocket. And then we're gonna socket it. So we're gonna socket cast a skill with a cooldown. And we're just gonna socket... Well, let's cast some meteorites from the Sorg. So this will be the meteorites. I'm going back in. Now the true natural disaster gets unlocked here. Now on top of all this, look, there's also meteors spawning. Pretty much all the time. So this barb jumps in and all the natural disasters happen at the same time. There's twisters, there's earthquakes, there's meteorites. Like I could just like walk normally. Yeah, it's pretty cool. See, like it's just full auto trigger, like everything just happens automatically. Like all you do is really leap. And this one truly brings the destruction. And there's gonna be some pretty crazy combinations. Obviously for damage you just use the Barbarian's Warcry on all the other classes and stuff like that. So there's tremendous combination potential that we're gonna be testing here over the next days. I just wanted to show you here like a first look. I'll be cooking up a lot of builds with this. And this just brings all the stuff. Okay, last thing. Let's go with teleportation. It's your build. This is the 9 plagues, man. People are gonna be the monsters of Sanctuary are gonna be paying for their sins. And now the last one here is in my stash. This is gonna be the Jar rune. So I think this also works. You can just... I think I just took it in the inventory of the other barb, yeah. Okay, so if you're missing the rune, you can also just go to Key Overshot and get it. And then we get the Jar rune again. Just make sure if you already have an existing character, you don't hit the boost all, because it's gonna like reset your entire gear, basically. So you gotta be a bit careful here, because all this gear would be lost if I press the wrong button. So you just want crafting and materials. Here's the Jar rune. Teleport. Don't lose it. So we unsock it again. We take Jar and use the skill with a cooldown. And now our Barbarian is gonna become a teleportation master. You see, we can just cast some cooldowns. And once we have cast enough of them, you see the bar goes up. And now it's ready, and look at my evade. Yoink. The range is actually pretty small though. But I think we can use this kind of a lot. It's not gonna be better than Leap though for barbs. So I kind of wish that the Jar rune had more range. Like my initial impression, this is like the first time I'm using it. Like look. Oh wait, I did it already. The cooldown is fine, I guess. But it should be like a full teleport range, no? Yeah. I'm afraid this is not really going to be used if it's this small range. You can probably teleport over some objects. But you land and it blasts the Petrify. There's definitely going to be some crazy combinations. Ah yeah, okay. I mean, it works. It's smooth, but I think it would be cooler if it just has the max range. Like I don't understand like why the range has to be that small, because the cost is pretty high. See, this is like the max range we can get it. So I'm having my cursor all the way. I think it is a bit higher. Let me see, can we measure this? This is the Enigma 2.0, guys. But it has a cooldown. Okay, so the max screen would be if I land on this wooden thing. Yeah, okay, it's actually almost max screen. Yeah. We got a bit higher resolution. I still think it would be cool if it's like max screen range. Like I port up here and it's gonna land me, let's say, on this rock. On the top of this rock. But yeah, I had my cursor here and I only traveled until here. But yeah, those are the rune words. Some pretty crazy combinations possible for sure. I think most classes will use the Petrify from the Druid, which is a 1.5x, and the Warcry from the Barb, which is like a 1.4x. But yeah, I'm excited. I have a lot more stuff coming and we're going to be cooking the Barb. I'm going to be linking the planner here for this Barbarian in the description. We have it already up. Right here is the Earthquake Barb with those runes I'm using right now, and we'll be cooking up a lot on this natural disaster Earthquake Barb. Hope you enjoyed. Log into the PTR and seek out the vendor in Kyovashat. GG, my friends. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.